Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Still going. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
56, 56.
Allen off the play fake. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Defense gets up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
This pass caught by Hamler. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here we go. Right.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
Warren will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Alex Highsmith.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. They still can't get it. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
To throw is Fields.
That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go. Back.
Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. They'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To the air, Allen. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Steelers 28, Bills 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
Second and 10.
5 wide.
Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flush to it. Allen hit. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back to throw, Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
2nd and 7.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Here we go. Good.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw.
His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go.
Fields. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Alert! What's that?
Here's Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Monday. What's that?
Now Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Come on! Alert! All 52. What's that?
First down, here's the run with Cook. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
What's that?
Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And complete right side to Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
8-yard pickup brings up 4th down and 1.
Middle. Alert! We go.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Allen again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Alert, alert, alert. Look out.
To throw, it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, tight. Look out.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it can change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With the score, Steelers 35, Bills 21.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's Allen to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This one caught by Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Half 85, half 85.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen to throw once more. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Coleman has it here right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A handoff for Warren.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
122 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
To throw is Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, here's Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Half. Gun. 5 wide. Look out.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to his left.
He's got Hamler on the out route.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here comes third down at 7.
Alert! What's that?
Now Allen. Flushed out right. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Monday. Half. Alert! What's that?
Allen going to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
56, 56. What's that?
Cook up the gut. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, hold.
To the air, Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Go. Press right. Go.
Back to throw, Fields. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
Here's Warren.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now Fields.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Fields.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Here's Fields. Got his man. It's Warren.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Go!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's caught by Coleman.
And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Bills, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
15.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Yellow. Yellow. Hey, 43.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
15. My side.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Green Bay Packers.
Attack, attack.
First down and goal to go.
Attack, attack.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hey, tight.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Allen. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards. 1st down, Houston.
In motion right here, Boyd. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He gets this one to Boyd.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Motion left, Kupp.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yellow. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hero 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Devin Tompkins on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Able to get away. Flush to his right. And shutting him off. Now open field. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
He's going to go up top again.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Mahomes going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Yellow. Right side.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Being chased out left. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards.
And every time I see one of these plays occur, I always think to myself, it takes a quarterback not only with a strong arm, sometimes with great mechanics, great footwork, obviously good vision, and sometimes just one of those to complete this type of a pass. Back against the grain, all the way across field, and sometimes you catch the defense just not believing you can make that throw.
Gibbs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
In motion, Slayton.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
To the right side and intercepted. Still fighting for more.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
And Pacheco furiously moves the chains, and that's something he did a lot of in 2023. The Rutgers product produced a first down on over 25% of his carries a season ago, and he continues to move the ball.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Complete to right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Allen going to throw. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Allen now on the sneak, and he is going to lose yardage here. Allen taking it himself, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson jostles free.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
That's over the middle and caught by the rookie.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
56, 56.
Now Allen. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Allen scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Darius Slayton. 74 yards.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. From the gun, it's Allen.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Throwing now is Allen. Going up top. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
55 yards.
And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a yard.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green. Patrick Mahomes, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And bulldozing his way through.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in debt.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can.
They got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Allen now looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, Ripple is.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Fighting to stay upright. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 96 yards.
And the Packers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw, it's Allen.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
20
down the left sideline.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Right. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Pacheco, touchdown, Houston. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Texans 36.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He may go.
And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Gibbs again.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, hold. Pass.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To the air, Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Yellow. Easy. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 22. Mahomes going to throw it here.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they dipped